wasn't confessing myself. Francois was an art dealer, and I was an artist. I thought I was, anyway. Like Elmire, I too was once a hungry painter, but not here in France. No, I was hungry in Ireland. I'd come there to paint, bought a donkey and cart, filled the cart with paints and canvases, and went traveling. At night, I slept under the cart. It was a very nice summer. But then when I got to Dublin, the donkey had to go up for auction, and so did I. My paintings were gone, all given away to the Irish farmers who'd given me food. I'd run out of paint and money. I was 16 years old, and my career, as you might say, was at the crossroads. Winter was coming in. Oh, I guess I could have found myself an honest job as a dishwasher or something, but no, I took the easy way. I went on the stage. I'd never been on the stage, but I told them in Dublin I was a famous star from New York and somehow got them to believe me. That's how I started. Began at the top and have been working my way down ever since. If acting is an art, cooking up that bogus Broadway career was a fine case of art forgery. And then later on the radio, well, we've seen how Elmire started. In my past, there aren't any Picassos. No, my next flight into fakery was by flying saucer.
We interrupt this program to bring you a news bulletin.
High government sources have ceased to deny the presence in many parts of the country of non-terrestrial objects.
We return you now to the starlight terrace of the Hotel Gloria in Scranton, to the singing strings of Laszlo Gabor and his melodeons.
On the radio, I got my first job from Paul Stewart, and we were lucky enough to have him join us later in the Mercury. Paul was a real capo mafia in the Martian caper.
The War of the Worlds was before World War II, remember? Before television, in the great days of radio. Maybe that's what made it all possible.
Another bulletin, ladies and gentlemen. The latest word in the monsters from outer space.
Correction, from Mars. Sorry, folks, that's what experts are saying.
They are Martians.
TV would have shown us up. Half the population got the screaming jeebies just because they couldn't see how silly it all would have looked.
Well, we said that the Martians were releasing a noxious gas across the Jersey meadows that was drifting towards New York, so people took to the hills.
I met a welfare worker years later who told me he spent weeks trying to woo some of the refugees back to civilization.
The entire state of New Jersey has now been cordoned off. State highways are... Yes?
Ladies and gentlemen, a special news flash from Washington.
Any moment now, President Roosevelt will be receiving a delegation from Mars.
From Mars, peace talks are expected.
A woman, you just have to believe this, rushed into a police station out in San Francisco with her clothes in tatters to report that she'd been repeatedly attacked by Martians. She tried to take poison for the shame of it, and they stopped her just in time. Were they little green men, or what? I can't describe it, she said. It's hell. Somebody down in South America did an imitation of that broadcast, and he ended up in prison. So I shouldn't complain, I guess. I didn't go to jail. I went to Hollywood.